Something a little bit new. I've never really done an unboxing video. I'm sure there's hundreds of these online. I haven't looked to see, but I'm sure there is. I'm definitely not the first person to unbox one of these. But I just picked up a bunch of wood. Got a couple fire pits. You know, winter's coming up. Always looking for wood. It's like $9 for a bundle, or people are charging. But my neighbor had a bunch set aside. Unfortunately, it's in large rounds, not 16 to 18 inch standard size pieces of firewood. So it's finally come to the time where I've needed to get a chainsaw. I've never really needed a chainsaw, never owned a chainsaw, but Harbor Freight had a deal going on. Had my member coupon there, and I ended up getting this Portland 42cc 2-stroke chainsaw for about $145. Not a bad deal. The used market here in Colorado for chainsaws is crazy, so prices are high. I know this isn't the top of the line. It's probably on the lower end of chainsaws, but for $145, and for the light use that I'm going to be using it for, it had good reviews. I figured I would put it through its paces. So I went and picked one up. Let's open it up and see what it comes with. I'm sure pretty typical with what most chainsaws are going to come with. Again, I've never bought one, so I really don't know what to expect fully here. But it seems pretty lightweight. I've used other chainsaws, just never owned one myself. So let's take a look inside here. We've got a file for the chain. Comes with a little bit of 2-stroke oil. That'll probably be set to the side. You know, I don't know how great this stuff is. I'm sure it'd work in a pinch. I might just throw that in the box for just in case. I run in my dirt bike this AMSOIL Dominator, a little bit higher end 2-stroke oil. Even though this is a lower end saw, I still want to fuel it with the right stuff. So we'll be using the ethanol free gas, mix it at 50-to-1 with this Dominator 2-stroke oil. Sure it'll be great. I actually run 50-to-1 in my dirt bike. I know a lot of people run a bunch of different mixes, but 50-to-1 works great for me. So I actually already have a can of 50-to-1 in there all set up. Comes with some tools, little chintzy screwdriver, but I'm sure it'll work for what it's intended. Bar tool, all that good stuff. I mean, it comes out of the box ready to run. Got this nice instruction manual, which sometimes I follow the instructions, sometimes I don't. I probably will with this guy here, seeing as it's my first chainsaw. So let's get it out of the box. Let's see. Since it comes fully assembled, it's not going to pull out of that box super easy. So let's just get the rest of this open up here. All right, there she is. You gonna play with that cardboard, boy? Got Charlie and Scarlett in here helping me out with this unboxing video. It's a good looking saw. So I am predominantly left-handed, but a lot of the I'm ambidextrous, so a lot of the things I run right-handed, but pretty lightweight. Obviously it doesn't have any fluids in it right now, but feels good in the hand. Everything's nice and tight, it seems. Chain brake. Nice. It's even got some dogs on it. I know a lot of the other old Pulin Pro saws didn't even come with dogs on them, or at least the ones that I've seen. So, but yeah, I mean, pretty good looking saw for 145 bucks. When you're looking at the better brands, especially with an 18-inch bar on it, you're looking right around $300 or more out of the box, and really that's just not in my budget for what I'm using it for. Once we get our property and we move out somewhere where I need a chainsaw much more frequently, I'm sure I will buy a nicer saw, but this should work good for its intended use. So let's take a look here. It says it's quick and easy to run. Use correct fuel and oil ratio. Read the operator's manual prior to use. And I did get the STP bar oil from Harbor Freight. STP, as far as I know, is a good brand. They make a lot of good stuff. So not the worst bar and chain oil. I think this quart here was $8. Pretty good, $8. So, I mean, pretty basic. Comes with all the basic tools that you need to get it running. I'm gonna take a look at this owner's manual and get her filled up. All right, we got it lubed and gassed. Primed it, choke off, got it to sputter, so let's see if she works. Okay, first bowl, not bad. For 145 bucks, I think that was a pretty good deal there. So that's it. Tomorrow I'm gonna cut some logs up. I will bring you out there and we'll see how she runs. But they weren't lying when they said easy start. Unboxed to getting it started took maybe 10 minutes, and that was because I took time to read the instruction manual. But I'm looking forward to using this little saw. So you'll be there when I do my first cuts. We'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate it, guys.